Like, for example, Gray versus Haaland, I thought Gray done excellently. So yeah, one of the better players on the pitch tonight, one of the contenders from around the match. 7 out of 10 for me for Archie Gray. Danso next to him, I'm going to give a 6. Solid performance. What's happening, people? Hope you're well. Welcome back. Thank you very much to Carolyn for this opportunity. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. You know that. That's how I feel. Yeah, let's crack straight into it. Please do like and subscribe. Check Chris Carlin out. You can follow me at Scarfe22. I'm a football content creator and YouTuber. I have my own YouTube channel as well and podcast, Scarfe Spurs Talk. But let's crack straight into the player ratings in tonight's 1-0 defeat at home against Manchester City, where I personally believe we deserve more. Okay, poor in that first half. City could have been easily 2 or 3 goals up. But in the end, in that second half, I think we've done enough. You know, with the score being at 1-0, of course, City deserved more. We've done enough for me to at least get that to a draw, to get it to 1-1. So let's go through the player ratings. Vicario in goal. Yeah, made a couple of good saves, just as that calmness, as I said before, to that back line. Real natural leader. You can see why he's part of that leadership group. Commands situations like from the free kick with Man City. So I think he's really important. So 7 out of 10 for me. For him, Porro really struggled. I think really struggled against Doku in that first half. And how many times are we going to say it about Porro? But he just isn't good defensively. And he didn't offer anything as well going forward in that first half in particular. So 4 out of 10 for me. He improved a little bit in that second half. That threat of Doku wasn't really there, but I think it's because we as a team improved and City could sit a little bit, just a little bit. I know it's unlike City, but on that 1-0 lead, they didn't have to think quite as much attackingly. And Doku was more ineffective. So you can give that, I think, his credit to Porro. Archie Gray, I thought had a good game as always. Must be frustrating for him. It's one of those where you just think, I feel sorry for him. But I thought he was good. He got neat passing, didn't really put a foot wrong. Got his headers right, and just key moments with City in, like for example, Gray versus Haaland. I thought Gray done excellently. So yeah, one of the better players on the pitch tonight. One of the contenders from around the match. 7 out of 10 for me for Archie Gray. Danso next to him, I'm going to give a 6. Solid performance. There's times that first half I thought we looked a little bit vulnerable defensively, but so did the whole back line. But at the end of the day, if you look at our, a few of our best chances, they come down to Danso. A couple of them headers from corners. He's getting in good positions, really neat on the ball. And I think I stick to what I said. I think he's been an excellent signing. A Doggy coming back into the side for his first, not his first start, but again, he's still relatively new back to the team. First start was against Ipswich, and I thought he was poor today. I thought he struggled against Sardinia. Just gives him too much space. And there was a time that City didn't quite take their chance, but in that first half, he's just not with his man. Really poor ball watching. A lot of the time was ball watching. Simple ball over from City. Savinio, do you remember that one where he just should have taken it? But he bobbles into the ground, bounces against the ground and goes over. One of those is harder to miss. So lucky for our sake and his sake, he made a real mess of that, a real hash of it. But a Doggy, I thought was poor. Grew into the game again in the second half, offered more going forward. But a poor performance by his standard, 3 out of 10 for me. Lucas Bergvall, I thought was good, provided energy. As the game went on, like towards the real end, I thought he, lacked that little bit of composure, maybe a little bit poor, but I thought he was really leggy. Just got a couple of those passes wrong, which nearly let City in. A couple of poor passes, but generally I thought it was really good. Love his energy, love his press, blood, sweat and tears for the badge. Again, not quite his night, but tried his best to pull the strings. 6 out of 10 for me. Bentancur, thought was solid, was nice, very safe passes, but very secure. Got his tackles right. Took a yellow card for the team. 6 out of 10 for me. Maddison, I don't think his performance will be spoken about enough tonight. I thought it was excellent. One of Maddison's better performances in a Spurs shirt. We talk about pulling the strings. James Maddison done that tonight for Spurs. Exceptional. Again, not quite his night, but he's just looked really good for me. I'll give him 8 out of 10. Johnson, very quiet night for him. Players like Maddison getting frustrated with him that he's not getting involved, not doing more. But when he won the ball, a couple of nice moments where he beats his man. So Johnson looked good in moments, but again, he's not seen him enough in games. It doesn't matter if he's getting the goals or assists. But obviously, he didn't tonight, which is fine. But he wasn't involved enough in the game, so I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Tell again, didn't really notice that he was there. He's 19 years old. You've got to be patient. I don't see him as a striker. He wasn't a striker for Bayern. I know it's because of Harry Kane and he tailored and he flexed for him, but I don't see Tell as a striker. He just isn't that striker presence. Lacks every striker instinct. 4 out of 10 for me. Hopefully it can work for him, but I do think it'll be on the wing. Odeberg, I'm going to give a 4 out of 10. Again, he's the player that grew into the game, but really quiet by his standards. I think in reality, Ange changed too much, and I just question, did we need to rest and rotate that much with 8 days to our next game? Yes, these players have played a lot. Kulusevski, Spence, Son in particular, totally get it. But could they be rotated at Ipswich? Could they be rotated in this game? Get the kind of go ahead first. I just think too much was done at once. If I'm totally honest with you, so it would be 4. Then we move on to the substitutes. Spence looked good when he come on. 6 out of 10 for me. Always good. Didn't have long though. Papa Mate Sarra give a 4. Not really involved, but he missed a massive chance towards the end. Scoring that's one thing, but he's got to get it on target, way over the bar. Kulusevski didn't get involved in the game at all. Give him a 3. Stone did get involved, but his touch was poor. It just didn't really work out for him with the few minutes he was on the pitch. 4. Werner, I'll give a 2 because there's nothing against him. I'm not one of those fans with agenda, but he come on and had one moment and it was a poor pass, so we nearly lost the ball. He wasn't on for long enough to judge him, so that 2 is probably a harsh. So those are my player ratings. A manager, Ange Postecoglou, I give a 5 out of 10. I think he got the team selection wrong tonight. Quadruple change didn't work. I think it's mainly down to Pep and Man City's double change of Bernardo Silva and Foden mitigating our quadruple substitution. So that's my thoughts. Those are my player ratings. Let me know what you change in the comments below. But make sure to like and subscribe to Chris Carney's channel and check him out across all socials. Thank him as always for this opportunity to talk to you about player ratings. Always enjoy it. But interested in more what I do, if you want to hear more from me, don't blame me if you don't. You can follow me at HarryScarfe22 on the likes of TikTok, X, Instagram, you name it. And I do have my own YouTube channel and podcast, which is doing quite nicely at the moment. Scarfe Spurs Talk. It's a pleasure as always to be a regular here and talk to you. So frustrating game for Spurs, but it's all about the Europa League, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter tonight's game.